Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is February 20th, 2023. I am your host, Lance Brock, for this Monday episode. And tonight we have WWE Monday Night Raw live from somewhere in Ottawa, I believe. As we found out on the Elimination Chamber press conference last Saturday night, tonight we will see Edge, who accepted the open challenge. He will be facing the United States champion Austin Theory for the title tonight on Raw, live from Ottawa. Also tonight, I'm going to be surprised if we see some interaction between the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber to earn a shot at that championship for WrestleMania. Asuka. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of interaction between the two here tonight on Raw. And I'm not quite sure if we will see the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns or not. We might have to wait till SmackDown this Friday night to see any of the fallout with Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Definitely interested to see what will be the fallout of that situation with Jey Uso still not really siding with either Roman Reigns or Sami Zayn just yet. It's still being talked about, though. For WrestleMania, we could see that tag match, Kevin Owens teaming with Sami Zayn to take on the Usos at WrestleMania. But as of right now, that remains to be seen. And we really won't know for sure until we actually see any as it unfolds on TV. But, I mean, they could go with that match, or they could go in another direction. Like I said, I wonder if maybe they just might decide to separate the Usos from the Bloodline and maybe still keep Solo Sikoa with the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns and the wise man Paul Heyman, and keep the Usos dominant tag team as the Raw and SmackDown tag team champions. Just have them as one of the top babyface teams in WWE. But let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see the Usos remain heel and stay with the Bloodline and Roman Reigns, the tribal chief? Or do you want to see them separated from the Bloodline and have them be a babyface tag team? Or, like I said, heels, and have them feud with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and then have the match at WrestleMania. It kind of looked like at the end of Elimination Chamber, we could kind of see a reunion between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens did come out to make the save. And then they had that little bit of eye contact as Kevin Owens was exiting, but Sami Zayn was left in the ring. And that's Raw tonight. And I'm going to be surprised if we see the number one contender for the Undisputed Universal Championship, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, tonight on Raw to start the championship program, the build to WrestleMania, the match between him and the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, which I'm sure could be a good match, and hopefully they will make the build to it good, so I will get excited and start looking forward to the match. But we will have to see, though. I want to say, was it on Instagram, maybe yesterday, that for this Wednesday, Tony Khan is supposed to have a big announcement on this week's episode of Dynamite. Apparently, some kind of big AEW announcement. Don't know what that is just yet, or don't know what that is going to be about. And coming up this Friday on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for the Ultimate Insiders, we have Impact Wrestling No Surrender. The Impact World Championship going to be on the line. The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, defending against Rich Swann, which should be a very good match. And Saturday night at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley, we found out from Scott D'Amore that March 30th, WrestleMania weekend, at the Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling joint show, the Multiverse United, that Impact World Champion Josh Alexander will be facing Kushida in the main event of that show. So the only bad thing about that is, I guess in storyline they could say that there's a chance that that match might change if Josh Alexander loses to Rich Swann this Friday. But I kind of feel that kind of gives it away a little bit, that Josh Alexander will be defending successfully against Rich Swann this Friday at No Surrender. But Alexander and Kushida should be a very good match. And they do have some other good matches announced for this multiverse show, WrestleMania weekend. It seems like every year the Mania weekend just keeps getting more and more jam-packed. I remember at one time it was a busy weekend, but compared to now, that was nothing, because you had WrestleMania, of course. You would have WrestleMania Fan Access, and then the Hall of Fame ceremony when they brought that back. And then, I'm going to say maybe 2006 was the first time that Ring of Honor decided to run a show this weekend. And then, eventually, all the other promotions would start running shows, and then conventions, WrestleCon, and now I don't even know if it's not possible, because you do have multiple shows running at the same time, and it's impossible to do it all WrestleMania weekend. and expensive too, I'm sure. This year, speaking of something that's not too expensive, if you're not going to be there WrestleMania weekend, watch on Fight TV the GCW Collective. What's really great about that is you get all the shows that are going to be on the Collective that weekend as part of the Fight Plus subscription for only $4.99 a month. And before those GCW shows, Game Changer Wrestling, you had to order separate, and they were maybe $20 each, and now you're only getting them for only $4.99 as part of the Fight Plus subscription. That's a great deal right there. And the Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame as well. So that's all for this episode of GMWF. Thank you everyone for listening right here on Spreaker. Hope everyone has a great Monday. Hope everyone enjoys Monday Night Raw tonight. Hopefully we'll recap tonight's Raw on an episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic in the future. But until then, keep watching pro wrestling, everyone.